This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
May I read the Supreme Court order, my lord?
1 minute. What is the date of this order?
My lord,
19th November.
Paria, my lord. That is 26th November 2020.
This order is dated 5th of December 2025. So this order is order of
26.
this
Supreme Court order 26th November.
November.
Yes, my lord.
Thereafter, this court passed order.
Yes, my lord. Before that, my lord, so I first place the Supreme Court order, my lord. Thereafter, I place my lord's order, my lord.
Your Lordship, first order is important, 19th November order.
Oh, it's that order.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, not the last one.
No, my lord. That is 19th November 2020.
All right.
I will place, my lord. Before, my lord, Supreme Court. Learned counsel for the petitioners stroke applicants seek permission to withdraw this special leave petition application, reserving liberty to approach the High Court for seeking redressal of their lawful grievance in accordance with law. Permission granted. The special leave petition application are dismissed as withdrawn with the liberty aforestated. I just keep the diary number. Permission to file the special leave petition is granted. Delay condoned. The next paragraph is very important. We are informed that a writ petition being WPA number 26288 of 2025 has been entertained. So this instant writ petition is mentioned. Entertained by a learned judge of the High Court at Calcutta, and various issues were flagged by the learned judge in her order dated 7th November, 11th November, 12th November, and 19th November. That's my lord's order in respect of this writ petition, my lord. Passed therein, the matter on the file of this court as on date were kept pending only for the purpose of verifying whether the direction of this court in the state of West Bengal versus Boishaki Bhattacharya, Chatterjee and others were implemented scrupulously. As a learned judge of the Calcutta High Court has now taken up that issue also, we are of the opinion that it would be appropriate that the High Court, being the court of the first instance, undertake the exercise instead of this court. So, Supreme Court purpose is very specific, because Supreme Court pending this matter only for the reason of that whether the Boishaki Bhattacharya's order was scrupulously followed or not. For that reason, because my lord's taken up this writ petition, the Supreme Court says, as a court of first instance, the High Court, let's take up the matter. Now, the very next paragraph. It would be open to all the petitioners stroke applicants, because before the apex court they informed, directly they went to the Supreme Court against that order, and that various applicants says, we have also matter connected with this, because various prayers in this writ petition. I will place the prayers later on, my lord. Before that, my lord, I place this order. The High Court shall, however, ensure that this is the most important paragraph, my lord. The High Court shall, however, ensure that none of the tainted candidates are permitted to slip through in the fresh selection, be it on that or any pretext. So, my lord, the Supreme Court purpose to return back this writ petition is that none of the tainted candidates in any form, on any pretext, slip through the net. The High Court shall also ensure that means additional duty. High Court shall also ensure that the list of tainted candidate is placed in the public domain with full details, so as to ensure that this does not happen. So, because of that, my lord, this is what my humble understanding is that, my lord, this is a continuation of first SLST 2016 selection process. The Article 12 authority, they made mistake, they did corruption, they did illegalities. It's a combination of three. For that reason, the first SLST 2016 was cancelled and set aside with a specific direction: return back to money whosoever tainted candidate. Tainted candidate will not sit in the next recruitment process. But what is the conduct of the SSC and state? I will show one after another, my lord. What they did after passing the judgment, my lord, Boishaki Bhattacharya, First time they tried to accommodate all the tainted candidate. In pursuance of court order, they are unable to do so in the first round after Boishaki Bhattacharya. Thereafter,
So how did they try to accommodate?
because they try to accommodate tainted candidate, they give opportunity to participate in the tainted candidate.
And that happened in July.
Not expiry panel, my lord. It's the first round. My lord, will
That
remember,
happened in July.
Dolui matter, they tried to, they take online application from the tainted candidate also. Kolkata High Court single bench, Honorable Justice Shogoto Bhattacharya passed that order. No tainted candidate will allow. Thereafter, the state and SSC both went to the division bench. Division bench order বের করো. And that order, in pursuance of that order, there is specific mention, no tainted candidate will be allowed. Thereafter, they again allowed the tainted candidate. What they says, my lord will remember, in that matter, my lord, they says no. We just only allowed that whosoever physically handicapped tainted candidate, they can pursue. My lord will remember. Thereafter, in pursuance of my lord order, they are unable to accommodate their position. They went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court says no. There is no such tainted candidate, whether in the form of general candidate or tainted. So, in 2 rounds, the School Service Commission, first, they made mistake in that respect of 2016. Second round, they want to accommodate tainted candidate. Third round, they want to accommodate PH tainted candidate. Now, my lord, fourth round, I will show my lord one after another by dint of the Supreme Court order and my lord's order, comparing two, my lord. They again, my lord, give space to the tainted candidate. I will show my lord from the Supreme Court judgment itself. Learned Counsel in some of the cases seek relief in the terms of certain paragraph of the decision in Boishaki Bhattacharya Supra. They are at liberty to raise such hermeneutic exercise before the High Court. The special leave petition application are disposed of the aforesaid terms. Now, my lord, very next paragraph is very important. All, my lord, Supreme Court, my lord, consciously did it, and I will explain why this consciously did it. The High Court shall examine the matter uninfluenced, most important word, uninfluenced by any of the observation on merit made by this court in the orders passed after that decision in Boishaki Bhattacharya Chatterjee Supra. Supreme Court gave all the power to the court of first instance, even which are the order form passed. It might be any type of order that is uninfluenced. So that order is not even binding upon the single bench. Supreme Court unequivocally says so. Now, my lord, the High Court shall also be mindful of the fact that the untainted candidates, that not untainted employee or untainted teacher, untainted candidates in the past selection were allowed to sit for the selection test to be held afresh, and their candidature cannot be adversely affected by application of the new rules. That is the West Bengal School Service Commission selection for appointment to the post of assistant teacher for upper primary level of classes, except work education and physical education, classes 9, 10, and 11, 12 rule 2025. So that is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court says, as per my humble understanding, 2 things. One is that no tainted candidate in any form or any pretext is allowed in the present selection process, number one, and court of first instance will ensure it. That is a bounded duty upon a court of first instance by the Supreme Court, number one. Number two, any order passed in the meanwhile, after 3rd April order, uninfluenced by that order. That is most important. Now, my lord, I will show, my lord, the Supreme Court judgment, that is Boishaki Bhattacharya judgment. Boishaki Bhattacharya copy them. What was there?
We are already nearing 4:30.
My lord, then kindly keep this matter, my lord, tomorrow as a top matter. My lord, why? I will explain, my lord. Because of that, my lord, this is not about, I follow what fallen from my lords. My lords have that power. My lords can even alter even after selection. But with my humble understanding is that, my lord, the constitution, my lord, give this duty to any judicial authority or executive authority, act in aid of the Supreme Court, that is Article 144. And not only that, my lord, Supreme Court specifically in this matter. Why Supreme Court bound give this duty? Because of that, in pursuance of Supreme Court judgment, that selection process was set aside. Thereafter, my lord, in pursuance of Supreme Court order, this selection process is going on. And not only that, they advertise it in that form. So if in pursuance of Supreme Court order, this selection process is going on, and that instant selection process, the tented candidate again take place, my lord. I will show even they place 4 list. I can show from the judgment itself. They consciously not place another list. What type of list? Kindly take just one paragraph. My lord, para 37 of my apex court judgment. Para 37. They consciously not did it. And that is, my lord, what my learned friend says, that is in Setabuddin matter, in the pretext of something else, my lord. That was my matter. I know on which pretext, my lord, that order was passed. Kindly take, my lord, para 37, a chart, a
Yes.
tabular chart. My lord, assistant teacher for classes 9-10, WBSSC recommended 11,425. Now, my lord, number of appointment letter issued by the board, excess 1071. Board is party in the instant writ petition, my lord. Whether board placed in that list, who are that excess candidate? No. They also slipped through. They also sat in this as a tented candidate. Who are that? These two authorities, my lord, will remember on the last occasion, I suggest one thing, because I believe, my lord, everybody will accept that. What are our endeavor? Right of employment is not given in our constitution, but equal opportunity in public employment, that's my fundamental right. I believe everyone's endeavor is that let's make this selection process a fresh but fair manner.
Well, only one small interjection. If my learned friend makes submissions which touches upon who are tainted, meaning thereby whether expiry panel, those persons are tainted or not, then my lord, I would be only requesting that lordship take it finally, as lordship is doing it. If his prayer, interim prayer is anything other than that, I have no difficulty.
Yes, I
But
have
ultimately, your lordship
I
has
thought
to
that-
decide that the tainted means exactly what. Does it include all who have been appointed after expiry panel,
Not
or the Honorable Supreme Court use this term exactly for some specifically tainted persons in the specific paragraphs in the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court? All I'm saying that lordship will decide it, but what my learned friend wants it, ultimately, my lord, whatever he wants, it will have a
Touch the
bearing.
panel.
It will have a
touch the
bearing
panel.
on. He wants to have the panel. That lordship is passing the orders in other matters also. That should be produced before your lordship. No difficulty for that.
In my reputation, the expiry panel is not the only point. In my reputation, my lord,
So today another group comes in. That means excess appointment letters issued by the board.
yes.
This list
Only
is
that,
also
my
required.
specific prayer regarding OMR sheet publication of 2 sets of selection process. One is 2016 selection. I have specific prayer as well as
2016,
entry.
the Supreme Court already granted order.
No, not yet, madam. Because of that, Supreme Court take up that SLP, that is which evolved from that, whether the High Court will take up that contempt or Supreme Court. That SLP is fixed on the month of January. So that yet not yet, my lord.
Alright.
So, my lord, in this interregnum period, I have threefold prayer as an interim prayer. Why? And I believe that is innocuous one, and that will not touch anyone. One is that, my lord, already division bench passed that order 363 subpara 3.
No, that has
That-
been modified, my lord. Sorry.
Modified to
Modified.
what we have.
Just wait, yes.
My lord, I just place my case, my lord, that is not 2025. I believe, my lord, if I stand corrected,
363 days.
2016 selection process,
Yes.
OMR sheet ought to publish, my lord, 363 subpara. I have
No, that
specific prayer as well as interim prayer also. Let's publish that 2016 OMR sheet. Let's publish 2025 OMR sheet. That is one of the prayer. Another prayer is that, my lord, I follow that case, my lord. They give four lists as per my understanding. One is 9-10, another one is 11-12, another one in pursuance of court order. Whosoever got appointment, they ought to give another list also. Maybe in a sealed envelope. Who are that excess candidate? And for that reason,
Excess appointment.
excess appointment given by the board.
Board.
Why? Because of that, my lord. Suppose they ought to sit together. SSC and board ought to sit together. Why? Suppose, my lord, and recommendation letter issued by the SSC. Now, my lord, due to wrong recommendation, there is a specific rule. Wrong recommendation, that recommendation cancelled and another recommendation issued. It not happen for every case. It might happen for some cases. So, for that reason, to identify who are that excess appointees, because in Group C, Group D, both the authority, SSC as well as the board, they give affidavit contrary to each other. For that reason, first time CBI investigation, because of that, they says, the SSC says we never recommended, and the board says yes, we got that recommendation. For that conflict, first time the CBI investigation. So, my lord, for that reason,
Is the board here today? Board.
Board is.
Yes. Calder, she's coming. All right.
So, my lord, so for that reason,
It's already 35. Take note. Yes.
for that reason,
Hmm.
my juniors and both, if my lords want, because I will make submission, my lord, I believe, my lord, it will be beneficial for everyone. Whosoever sat in there, who will be successful one, and this that will instill the faith on that Article 12 authority. My whole endeavor is that, my lord, make this selection process, my lord, fair and transparent. That's of my whole endeavor, my lord. And Supreme Court on that score, my lord, entrusted this court, my lord, with a particular observation and give unfettered power, even uninfluenced by any order. So, my lord, it will be kind enough, my lord, if my lord take tomorrow, my lord, I will not take more than 5 to 10 minutes. my
But
lord.
tomorrow that appeal of that SCST matter, that is there fixed.
My lord, on 19th of November, your lordship had directed us to respond to paragraph number 7 names mentioned in paragraph number 14 of the writ petition.
All right.
My lord, we have prepared a report with respect to 14 those 7 names which are mentioned in paragraph number 14 of the writ petition. My lord, this allegation was not raised on 19th of November. My lord, we will take instructions. We'll revert back tomorrow or whenever your lordship is fixing the matter next, my lord. And preliminary, my lord, I have received instruction in other matters because people have challenged that those candidates in whose favor appointment letters were issued but recommendations were not made, they were out of panel candidates. My lord, preliminary, my lord, I can recollect I have received such instruction, but I'll take specific instruction on that issue, my lord. So what has been submitted, my lord, perhaps is not correct. My lord, we'll take instruction. We'll revert upon back to your lordship, my lord. Kindly fix it, my lord. A week hence, my lord, we'll revert with reports as to what is the correct factum with regard to paragraph number 37 of Supreme Court order, which my learned senior is placing before your lordship, because my lord, this was not placed on the first occasion. On the first occasion, your lordship directed us to.
This is not such a short matter that it can be done so easily and
Well, that I was-
just one go, right?
Kindly,
Today one paragraph, tomorrow another paragraph, somebody
Yes.
showing 31, somebody showing 37, somebody
It takes some
49, 46, 363. So many paragraphs and
Yes.
so many orders to be read in conjunction.
yes.
So, and this little bit of haphazardness will be there, and everybody has to accept it, and we have to adjust ourselves to that, right? So here it has been pointed out that there are excess appointment letters issued by the board. So, in whose favor these appointments have been
Yes.
made?
Said to-
These candidates are not there in the panel. Just now you mentioned they are out of panel.
out of panel list, my lord, is there in the tainted list. Those candidates are featured in tainted list.
Very well. If the list from the board is produced and the same names tally, then it is all right. You do not have a difficulty, isn't it?
We are
Right.
not standing in the way.
I understand. Nobody is standing in the way, but the fact remains that the teachers are the worst sufferers and the beneficiaries of the entire issue is the legal profession. Nothing and nobody out of it but the legal professionals.
For which the legal profession is meant.
Certainly it is meant. It
Madam,
is
that-
meant for the other litigants also.
Yes, yes, madam.
The matter is consuming so much
Madam,
of
if
time.
there is
It has already consumed
there
so
is
much
a
of time.
petitioner, there would be a respondent.
Certainly, obviously, it has to be.
If there would
Where
be
is
court, there would be us.
board? Not yet come. All right. Tell her. Paragraph 37 of the Supreme Court's order, dated 3rd of April 2025. There is a chart. There is a chart in paragraph 37 of the Supreme Court's order dated 3rd April 2025, where there is a mention of excess appointment letters issued by the board. Please produce the details of the candidates in whose favor these appointment letters
No,
were
well,
issued.
in this respect, my lord, when the matter was before Justice Justice Gangopadhyay, your lordship, I have when this excess came first, it came before the
Where it
first court.
came, I do not know.
I have filed, board has filed an affidavit stating
Bring that.
regarding Group C, Group D, stating that we have received all recommendations and thereafter we have issued the appointment letters.
So this
And
is not in group, not in classes 9, 10, 11, 12.
No, that was in respect of Group C and Group D.
Here, excess appointment letters.
Keep the clear.
I can see 1071, 910, 199, 11, 12. How can you say it is not there? It is there.
This
I give the clear
this
picture of
this
that.
has been clarified afterwards by an affidavit in Supreme Court also. No, no.
Yes.
If I am not mistaken, this has been clarified in Supreme Court
That's
also.
right to
That what happened, your lordship, SSC issued a recommendation letter, board issued appointment. That person did not join, prayed, I will not join there, I will join somewhere else. Again, our recommendation issued. Again, an appointment issued, cancelling that one. When this was put, my lord,
Very well. You
double.
bring the list.
Yes.
You produce the list of these appointment letters. Details of the candidates in whose favor it has been issued, and this matter is in respect of 9, 10, and 11, 12. So we'll bring 1071 and 199.
Well, who is this 1071? Because
That
we are
you
saying
will
that
know.
we are saying that we
I
got
do
a
not
very
know. It
early-
is in the Supreme Court's order. I do not know this figure. The court is not imputing over here.
And my lord, another thing is that
It is the entire list, your lordship, in favor of which we have received the recommendation and we have issued the appointment letter.
another
Because we have denied this portion, my lord. That is in the affidavit. We have also filed it. I'll file a report with your lordship annexing all those things.
my lord, another thing I just
Yes.
pointed out that regarding tainted list, my lord will remember in Group C, Group D matter already they my lord para 25, my lord.
Hmm.
My lord, they in that table, my lord, they accept that, my lord, can you turn para 25 of that Supreme Court judgment? There is OMR mismatch 952 in the category of 910 and OMR mismatch in 1112 907. Out of that, everybody not got appointment,
Hmm.
but they ought to publish that tainted candidate list.
Hmm.
Out of 952, 808 got appointment, but others they are also tainted
Hmm.
because their OMR sheet. Suppose they not got
How many names have been published? 952?
1806 candidate, and that ought to that number came up to ought to Malad 2082. So if I add 952 plus 907, that 185 plus 38. As per this two list, tallied this. No,
Commission,
no,
the table at paragraph 25 of the Supreme Court's order.
Lord, the excess candidates who did not get appointment, those lists, that is, it is being prepared, my lord. I have instructions that it will be published within 2 or 3 days, my lord.
All right, please publish it.
Yes, madam. That's direct. 1806 they public. They ought to public 208.
1806 is a list of appointed tainted
Yes,
candidates.
yes. Yes, do not publish that.
Not appointed,
Not public.
but
Featured in the
they-
CBI's list.
yes, 952 plus 907, whatever is the figure, please
came-
publish.
It will be my lord, around 100 or 200, my lord, not 952, because
Yes, yes.
out of this 808 got appointment
Right, right. So the balance.
balance.
Regarding expiry panel,
Heard submission made on behalf of the petitioners. Stop. Attention of the court has been drawn to paragraphs 25 and 37 of the judgment passed by the Honorable Supreme Court on 3rd April 2025. Stop. Prayer has been made to direct the commission to publish the list of the candidates who were not appointed but have been found to have the OMR score mismatch. Stop. Prayer has also been made to direct the West Bengal Board of Secondary Education to produce the list of candidates in whose favor the board issued appointment letters in excess of the recommendation made by the commission. Stop. Next. The hearing of the matter stands adjourned till 6th of January 2026.
I may file a report with them.
You choose whatever you feel like.
Lord, item number 46 is, my lord, I'm challenging the list of the candidates on 2 grounds, that persons who are not tainted have been included and the expiry panel has also not been included. Group C, Group D. The matters which are
These
lordship
are the teaching
teachers.
80s.
So therefore, my lord, item number 46, if your lordship kindly takes up, my lord, tomorrow,
So
today
they
it will not be.
they want
The matter
expiry
is
panel.
there in the list.
My lord, if your lordship, because the other matters are being taken up and fixed at 6. So therefore, and there is an order for production. And in that matter also, there might be a Malalbi praying that the order of
As and
production of
when it is taken up, it will be done. It cannot be
your
done
lordship
out of
kindly
term.
clubs all the SLSTs, my lord, then my
It
lord.
has been clubbed. Even then, all
Get to
SLSTs,
46, it is all SLST.
all. And it
76.
matter. The shades are different.
Yes.
You have heard of 50 shades of grey. Here, 500 shades of SLST, second SLST. Right? So you have
That matter,
to.
in that matter also, I'll try to, my lord, read the order.
I think
Alarm bajে.
yes. That was a
So that is the ultimate warning that lordship
Just
should rise. When tomorrow, my lord,
Spot on.
tomorrow, my lord, because
grateful, madam. Yes.